Now let's look into the next imputation method, so which is forward or backward fill. So in this technique, a forward or backward fill, missing values are filled with the values from the immediately preceding, that is forward fill, or following observation, that's a backward fill, in the same column. So the missing values are filled with values from immediately preceding observation. If it is immediate preceding observation, it's called forward fill. If it is following observation, it's called backward fill. Okay. So this fill imputation, forward and backward fill imputation, are two common methods used for handling missing data, mainly missing data in time series data set. Very important, very important. For time series data set, this is widely used. I'm repeating this. Forward and backward fill imputation are two common methods used for handling missing data in time series data set. These methods involve filling values with values from adjacent time points, as we have discussed, as you can see on the screen. So now let's begin with the forward fill imputation first. So what is forward fill imputation? Forward fill imputation, also known as forward fill or carry forward imputation. This is also known as a carry forward imputation, involves filling missing values with the most recent non-missing value that comes before the missing value in the time series. I hope you got my point. So if I put it in very simple words, missing values are replaced with the value from the immediately preceding time point. That's it. This method assumes that the value from the previous time point is a good approximation for the missing value. And the main condition is the immediate preceding value should not be a missing value. If that is also missing value, then how can you do that? It should be an actual value. Okay, non-missing value, the immediate. You have to fill the missing value with the immediate non-missing preceding value. That's what is called forward fill imputation. So now, how do we do this process? So here is how the forward fill imputation process works step by step. I'll show you on the screen with animation. Step 1, immediately we have to identify the missing values in the time series dataset, and this is my time series dataset. Here you can clearly see that there are missing values. Okay, 2019 13 and 2019 14, there are missing values. Now once you have identified the missing value 1 or 2, then you have to continue to identify the missing value. So the step 2 is start from the beginning of the time series data and scan forward in time. Okay, that means first month, January month and day 1. From there you go to the day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, then go to the Feb, then go to the March. Like that, you start from the beginning of the time series and scan forward in time. That's the second step. Then step 3, when encountering a missing value, fill it with the value from the immediately preceding time point. That's what is a forward fill. You have to fill it with the value from the immediately preceding time point. You have to fill a missing value with the non-missing, immediately non-missing preceding value. Okay, then, and finally, here is your, so continue scanning forward in time and repeating the step 3 until the end of the time series is reached, and finally you'll get your data set with forward fill imputation. Okay, so this is one example here. So now let's take a similar example, or the previous example that we have used, the same one we can take up. Of course, that's not a time series data, but the process remains same. I'm gonna say this forward fill imputation. So for the forward fill imputation, anyway, what's the data I have here? Is it DF? Yeah, this is the data I want. Let me copy this. So DF, and this data set you can clearly see. Let's take this as a time series data, or else you can make it a time series data too. Let me make it a time series data here. Let me go for time, years, date, and let me put the date here. Date. Let's say just day one, simple. Let's make it simple. Day 2, day 3, day 4. That's it. Okay. Value error. What is all errors must be of the same length. All error of 5. Okay. Day 5. Okay. Yeah, this is what your time series data. You got the days and then respective attributes on the days. Okay, respective attributes on that day. Okay, respective features that belongs to that day. So now let's do a forward fill first. So to do the forward filling, so forward fill missing values. So df dot fill na, then I will have two arguments. First one is method. So method is obviously I'll go for the f fill because that's what the forward fill is. F fill. I need to go for the F fill. F fill, that's forward fill. Then in place true. And DF, and here is your forward fill. Other than this, rest all were filled up. You see that? Rest all categories were filled up. Anyway, this is the first one, so that's the reason it was unable to filled up. Okay, anyway. Got the point? 1, 2, 2, 4. You see that? This one was filled with the immediately non-missing preceding value. And here nan immediately non-missing preceding value. D immediately non-missing preceding value. B. Okay, got the point? Yep. That's how your forward fill imputation works.